All right, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny,
I'm Dylan,
and this is Dylan's weekly swing trade picks.
and we are killing it in the last 4 weeks now.
Yeah,
So good. I hope everyone made money.
yeah.
Yay.
Eventually, Dylan will learn to follow his own rules.
I have been with just smaller size now because I have so much money tied up in FUBO and PLTR.
I love it.
I'm getting like 3R in every trade on the ones on here.
Yeah,
It's really frustrating.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm just only risking like $90, so I get like 270 and I sell.
Things happen. All right, so some of these repeat signals here. Some good swings that stocks have been in little trends.
There's definitely going to be repeats. I apologize, but not really, because X is becoming my favorite swing trade stock of all time. It's so easy. It's ridiculous. You almost can't not make money with it. So I know that I've done this one 3 times now. It's working though. So.
Yeah, who cares? If you understand X and you can make money with it, that's completely fine, as long as you're making money, right? So, disclaimer: this channel is called Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. Neither of us are financial professionals in any sort of means. There, we're both just two normal guys trying to make money in stocks. So, there's very real risks with this sort of stuff. If you follow any of our advice or follows into any trades, that you very well may lose your money. Okay. All right. Dylan likes to break these things down into a few different, kind of risk tiers, basically, and low to medium, kind of typical companies to set up at a good trend line. Medium to high, maybe a little bit less, and then the home runs are terrifying, or companies that often never made money, or trading strictly on news. Your NFT stocks or your blockchain kind of companies, but some money to be made there as long as you're really careful.
This one is a leverage bull three times leverage bull ETF. You're gonna like it. You're gonna hate it.
Yeah, it sounds perfect. All right.
Baba. Yeah, I have recommended this one before. It's honestly still at about the buy point that we had done last time. However, it has put in a double bottom. And Vinny, do you want to talk about the news that just came out?
Yeah, so they just got hit with a $2.8 billion fine by the Chinese government. It's about, I think, 40% of the maximum they're allowed to fine them, because Alibaba was engaged in anti-competitive behavior, where they were requiring companies to pick and choose between being on Alibaba or competitor websites. They weren't allowing them to be listed on both. So yeah, it's negative news, but it's something that's kind of settled. And like I said, the fine could have been worse. It was only about 40% of what the maximum was that the Chinese government could have fined them. And judging by the recent public sentiment against them, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't more.
Right. So basically, it looks like we're putting in a double bottom. I wouldn't get in this until a breakout at 230, because then we've broken that range. But they have support at 220, 210. They're at 223. You want to go to the chart?
Yeah.
So this is where we are here. This is the support. This is the support, and more support here. So we've hit this a number of times. Now, if we break through this is not a good trade, right? Yeah. But if we can come up to 230 and break out of this range here, then we have a lot of room to go up. We have a level that we had hit here at 274, another one here at 318. You can make a lot of money over time with this stock. You just have to get the entry and nail it. So wait a little bit. I really liked that we threw in a little bit of a hammer here, which is a bullish sign. It opened up here, went all the way down, but then buyers came in and saved it. So it's usually a good sign.
Yeah, I actually bought into Baba in the last week. So
yeah, I'm at 224, I think.
Yeah, this is like a long-term play for me. So, but yeah, we'll see how it works out. PENN National Gaming.
PENN. So this made my watch list. Now, I didn't recommend it last week. I said, hey, watch it, because we could get a good buy point, and what happened is what I wanted to happen. So they're at 104. The buy zone is currently, current price to the 100 SMA, which is 99.75. It's bounced off of that a couple times. It has more support at 96.80. However, if it lost probably 98, wouldn't take it, to be honest. If you want to go to chart. So this is what I'm talking about, right? So bounce here, a little bit of a hover here, bounce here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was up here, so that's why I put in the watch list, because it was too high. It was at 108, and for your entry, especially if you're risking a finite amount of money, for me, I'll buy 20 shares, so $2,000. I'm not risking $2,000 though. I'm risking $5, $20, $100. If that makes sense, because my stop loss would be here. The current price is $5 above that. So I didn't like the entry. Now I do. We put in a nice hammer, and it looks like we could break out of this. You got to watch what happens Monday. See if it goes towards this price. Even better, if it drops below it, run away.
U.S. Steel.
Yeah, this is just the easiest, best. I'm going to get burned on this eventually. But I probably made like $2,000 off of this one just doing it. So,
yeah.
So once again, I know I've picked it before. I know it's not, sexy because I keep doing the same stuff, but the bottom should be between the current price and $20. It's at 22. Should be able to get 2R pretty easy. We're still falling, but we're falling in decreasing volume. So we're looking for an engulfing pattern or a doji. If you want to go to the chart real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think I swung it from here to here, sold, swung it from here to here, sold, swung it from here to here, sold half of it, and then I did a covered call. So my buy-in price is at $23.95, and I had a covered call, unfortunately, so I couldn't sell and get out of this. But we're following on volume here, so it looks like we could be putting in a bottom. You got to watch it to see where it goes, but this is just such clean swing moves, man. Like, this is so easy. It's beautiful. So I will swing this until I get burned. And even if I get burned, I still made a lot of money from it. So
yeah, exactly. Still better deal than FUBO.
Don't get me started. All right, WWE. So regardless of your thoughts of the World Wrestling Entertainment Network, they have a pretty cool chart going on here. It is in high risk, not because of the company's fundamentals, but because of the actual chart pattern. You went to FUBO, Finny. There we go. So we're doing that pattern that I like, where we break out. So 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, failed, and we're coming up for a 4th. We're coming up on volume as well. I love these patterns. I usually have a pretty tight stop on these patterns. My stop, if I were to enter now, which I haven't, I want to see what happens Monday. It came up a lot, so I'm kind of looking for consolidation around 57.30. But my stop would be around 56. So about $2.50 risk. Should be able to get from that price at least 2R. For these, as with my Costco breakout last week, what I do is I sell half of it at 1R. So in this case, if I were to buy now, 1R would be $2. So if it hits 60, I would sell half of it and then set my stop loss to break even, and I just don't look at it again for like 3 weeks. That's it. Pretty easy. You lock in some gains, and you get out if you need to. So that is Worldwide Wrestling.
Love it.
World, whatever it is. World, I can't remember. World, yeah.
This is interesting. I didn't realize the short float had gone up that much in FUBO there. I guess maybe we should post this on Wall Street Bets, and maybe they can save you in this trade.
Yeah. I was gonna do covered calls, but it's almost so risky because of the short float.
Yeah.
Because it went from 21 to 25 in like 2 hours on Friday. I'm like, oh man, I have covered calls at 27. This is real risky.
Yeah. They say you should never really sell a covered call below what your cost basis was on the stock. So
yeah, well, I just FUBO is I personally believe it, but I'm only putting it here because it was like number 2 on stock twits all of a sudden, because essentially they bought the rights to the South American qualifying matches for the World Cup. Mm-hmm. Current short float's quite high. I will say I'm not a big soccer guy, but I asked a buddy who is a big soccer guy, and he said that the South American qualifying matches are like NFL preseason. So I don't know why everyone's making a big deal for this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. People are. So
interesting. I mean, amongst you have to look at the data as far as what the viewership is, but soccer, I know
it's way more than football.
America. Yeah.
Yeah, it's way more than football.
Yeah.
I think they get like 600 million for like the World Cup or something. And football gets like 150 million for the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah. That makes good sense. Kind of not surprised by that. Don't look at
it. We can do the chart, I guess. Fine. So yeah, they had insane volume. Like 105 million shares sold. Like that's just ridiculous. So it looks like we put in a double bottom, but on a daily chart, it's just too soon to say that this is a bottom, to be honest. They're too close together. So I have no idea what's going to happen with this one. Be safe, everyone. Don't go crazy on this one.
Yeah. Don't put 40% of your portfolio on it, Dylan.
Too late. All right. You're going to love this one, Vinny. DPST. This is more long range. So as everyone knows, there's coronavirus and some, a lot of stocks took hits. Financials took a big hit. But the FAS, which is a 3 times financial leverage bull ETF, is literally $1 away from pre-pandemic levels. Okay. DPST, which is regional banks bull 3 times shares, is half of the way to recovery from where they were at pre-pandemic levels. So I made a huge mistake with this stock. I got in at 50 and sold at 80, thinking, man, did I make a lot of money. So stupid. And then I bought at 150 and I sold at 210, thinking there's no way it's going higher. Yeah. So anyways, just in the short, these 3 times leverage bull, they move so fast, bull or bear, whatever, depending on which side you're on. But this is 3 weeks. So 307 down to 200. That's a big drop back up to 240. I'm trying to get it as close to this 50 SMA as possible. Although, on technical charts, these Direxion stocks don't really respond as you would think, but it does respect that quite well, and it has multiple times. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of shares here, and I'm not going to look at my account for a while.
Solid financial advice right there, Dylan.
Well, it's going to go up. I just have no idea when.
Yeah.
It's, here, let me go to the weekly chart. All right, this is where we were, like 542 coming up, and we're putting in good hammers, which means it still wants to fire up. If you look at the FAS, which is non-regional banks, just financial bull, we're back. We're literally back. Like we're here. So it doesn't, they have a lot more room to run. That's why I'm going with them.
Yeah, interesting.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go to the past performance. I changed some stuff around. I was in VIAC. I hit my stop loss. I had a real short stop on this because, I don't trust this at all.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of mystery out there around that hedge fund.
Yeah, so I closed my NUS position finally. I got 3R out of it. Costco, like I said, I did get 1 full R because I actually partialed at 2R. So I took half my shares out, and I have half in. AMD, I also partialed for 2R, took half out. MU, I took half out. Piton, I also took half out. So I was partially in all these just to lock in gains. These guys are setting up still. I am in SPG. Actually, I'm in all these. Just kidding. Yeah, I just realized setting up, not in. Not for Dylan. I'm trying to. There's like 4 stocks over here that I didn't take, and I feel like I shouldn't be recommending stocks if I don't take them, and they all won. So I'm like, all right, now I really have to take them. I missed out on this. I missed out on SQ. I did get this. I did not get. So mad. So I now take everything. So I also, it makes me partial faster so I can get money for the next week.
Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that. It's if your money's not in the game, then like, are you really be convinced in what you said?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to full transparency. I'm trying to not recommend anything I wouldn't take myself.
Exactly. Yeah. Just self FUBO next time.
Oh, I just realized this looks that the Apple, it looks like a -3R. It was just 3R. I need to fix the way that looks because
Yeah.
those are actually those are all super positive.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for giving us those picks, Dylan. We'll be interested to see how they play out over the next week.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.